We are introducing the culture of savings in this country. Many countries save a lot of money, and it's the money that we go and borrow. We are saying, why do we have to borrow other people's savings? Why can't we save? And if we have to borrow, we borrow our own savings so that our own people can benefit from the interest that accrues from the borrowing. We are inviting our people from the diaspora. Please, this is your home. East or west, home is? And at the end of it all, let us not pretend. It is the desire of every Kenyan working out there one day to come back home and retire here. You must prepare for that retirement. You don't want to come back and find it the way you left it. Please, come back home, put money here. Don't come yourself. We don't need you here right now. We have enough problems with employment. We want you to stay out there, but we want you to send money here. But you'll come back home eventually, but not now. The government is deliberately creating a mechanism through the Central Bank of Kenya how to make it easy electronically to save, to buy treasury bills, to buy treasury bonds, to invest in housing, all manner of investments. We want to create a proper mechanism. If it's housing, there is a program. If it's purchasing property, you purchase property after due diligence, and the government is making sure that you are not conned as you are far away. These are deliberate programs that the government is making. I have told KTDA, I have told New KPCU, I've just talked to people from Ketepa. Our coffee is the best in the world. Our tea is the best in the world. Our avocado is light. Our macadamia nuts. But they are not available in the supermarket shelves across the world because nobody has marketed them properly. Yet it's the best. I have asked them to consider a marketing strategy with the diaspora. Instead of bringing marketers all the way from Kenya because it's expensive, engage the diaspora people so that they can market those products as a side hustle at not too much a cost. And you people can do it. I was in Colombia in a coffee conference and I came across a few Kenyans. And when I asked them what they do, they told me, I asked them, why don't you market our coffee? They say we do, but we don't have a structure. And we can do it because we are here. We know, we understand this area. We understand this space. I'll be engaging various people concerned with having products that are popular outside our borders. And we'll discuss with the peers how we can engage with our diaspora community so that with a small stipend, we can engage people already in those countries who understand the market, who understand the space, to be promoters of our various brands. And that's the only way what we are trying to do in terms of enhancing food security and asking people to produce more. We must have a corresponding market outside the country where our products can go. So you are a very important component of our country's development. And we are really depending on you. And that is why the president created this State Department. And our ambassadors and high commissioners have very clear instructions to work with you closely because you understand where you are. You understand it more than even the ambassadors and the high commissioner. Most of you have lived abroad for many years. You understand those people. You know their culture. You know their tradition. You know their likes. You know their dislikes. You know how to endear ourselves and our products to them because you are part of that culture. The administration emphasizes economic diplomacy. That is why contracts of ambassadors and heads of mission are now pegged on economic gain we make from their posting. we have deliberately decided to have a paradigm shift from the traditional diplomacy to commercial diplomacy. And ambassadors and high commissioners will spend 70% of their time looking for business, looking for markets, expanding existing ones, and in a very robust manner, engaging the diaspora community in the areas and the countries that they serve. That is why we'll also determine their suitability to continue being our representatives pegged on measurable performance. Our President, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, has held a meeting with the new ambassadors. On Tuesday morning, I'll have a further engagement with them, again, to stress the importance of giving priority to commercial diplomacy and working very closely with our diaspora community abroad. This tells you how resolute we are in ensuring efficiency and effectiveness of our embassies and missions for a stronger, better, and productive diaspora community. We ask you to work closely with them in marketing Brand Kenya. The ripple effect of all this will be enhanced foreign currency reserves, creation of more jobs, among others, for a stronger and resilient economy. In the same breath, we urge you to be our country's ambassadors while abroad. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, and specifically the State Department of Diaspora Affairs, led by the very effective Principal Secretary Rusi Njogu, for this insightful conference. Besides, your work has been very outstanding. I congratulate you for participating in this dialogue. Asanteni sana. I want to assure you of the commitment of our administration under President William Ruto and I assisting him to make you part of our administration, to walk the journey together with us for the third liberation of this country, the economic liberation, for our transformative agenda, the bottom-up economic transformative agenda. We want you people to be part of that conversation. And the president is very clear. Even as he's president, he doesn't know everything. We have a lot to learn. You guys know quite a bit than we do. Because mmekaa na hii wazungu mmechanuka zaidi. So pia mtuchanue. The president says a good idea should give room to a better idea. And a better idea ultimately must and should give room to the best idea. And the only way to do that and benefit from this idea is engagement, the way you have done here for 3 days. And that is why when we come abroad, we shall engage you. In my meetings, it's free. We talk, and we talk hard talk, and we get to know what is happening. And even I've come to some countries, I have listened to some few things, I've come back and reported to the boss, and we have made some changes. Fahali watu wamelala kazini. Hatutaki uzembe. So when we come, kama mabalozi ni watu ya kulala, mnatuambia. Na si ati mnawashtaki mnafanya kazi yenu, you are being patriotic to your country. Mtuambie tukija tafadhali. Mtuambie huyu balozi mlituma hapa mumeanguka. Hafiki ofisi. Hatumuoni, hachukui simu, hapatikani. Mtuambie. You must help us make our country better. You must give us the feedback on the performance of our envoys in the countries that you live. And if you don't tell us, who will tell us? It's you to tell us. You must audit their performance and share with us so that we know, so that we make changes that will improve on our performance in those countries.
It has been 3 days, sir, of enriched interactions, deliberations, presentations, side conversations, and reflections. But most importantly, You have been voicing out the issues and matters of social welfare, your protection, inclusivity, and areas and opportunities for investment. Diaspora, we have heard you. Your participation and support as stakeholders, diaspora, government, ministries, departments, agencies, private sector, general public interested in the investment space has been overwhelming and humbling. Asanteni sana. This conference is a catalyst for great conversations on the areas of collaboration and partnership going forward. In fact, it does not end here. It starts from here. It starts with the Nairobi Declaration. And listening to you all here and listening to these conversations, I know that we are going to go beyond the confines of our individual interests and extend to reaffirming and building using our collective strength and responsibility for a prosperous and sustainable Kenya. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, there's an African saying that goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. This timeless saying emphasizes strength and resilience that comes from our unity. It's a reminder of our collective efforts. So, sir, on behalf of the State Department for Diaspora, I wish to extend and to thank you, Your Excellency, for being here to support this diaspora, who I know you love dearly, and your work throughout the diaspora, and the support of this State Department, as I know very well, has been solid, and I want to thank you for that. And to ask that you kindly extend our sincere appreciation to His Excellency the President for starting us off strong. I want to extend warm-heartedly the thanks to my brother and Principal Secretary, Dr. Korir Sing'oei, who's not here, and the State Department for Foreign Affairs, particularly the Kenyan missions abroad, for their immense support, and all the ministries and departments and agencies that have come together to make this conference a success. Sir, when we stand here and we have a wonderful conference like this, it is easy to think that it is just the people up here who've worked hard. But I want to recognize my team from the State Department, from Diaspora Affairs, wherever you are. If you could just wave so that people can clap for you. You have worked hard, and I am proud of you. Well done. Your Excellency, before I invite you, I want to mention that one of the things that you will be doing today is launching the amazing Diaspora Excellence Awards, or the Jamhuri Excellence Awards. And we have identified 15 areas that we want to recognize diaspora in their excellence from. So when you finish your remarks, I will have Ambassador Ted play the video for us that explains these things. But in conclusion, Your Excellency and distinguished delegates, I want to end the way I began. I asked diaspora to do 4 things as I called for your collaboration and your partnership. And I know after these 3 days of conversations, I know that you are ready to invest back home. We are already experiencing the knowledge, skills, and technology transfer that I asked from you. We are now clear, more than ever, on how you are going to support the government in opening up trade routes for Kenyan goods and services in your host country. And finally, I want to thank you for your commitment in finding job opportunities for Kenyans in the countries that you live.